So my name is Alan Talaga, which is not the most common name around. For years, like, I would enter my name into Google though, and I would just get hundreds of results. Most of them were in Southeast Asian languages. So one day I finally got bored enough and I went and looked on a translator, and it turns out that in the Philippines, the word Talaga means really? So for my entire life, I just turned 26, my entire life I've been saying my own name wrong. Really, I should have been going by Alan Talaga. And it got a little more interesting, deeper when we went in. It turns out my first name is only one letter off, but basically pronounced the same way. Alan is very close to liquor. So, if you're ever in the Philippines and someone hands you a whiskey you weren't expecting, just go, Alan Talaga? So it's really rather surprising, you know. Nowadays we got a new president, and he's from one of those groups of people I don't like. People from Illinois. It really didn't sink in that we had a president from Illinois until I saw a clip on CNN of Air Force One towing a boat up to the Dells. Though, I mean, it even goes back to the large question of why would you even want to be president now? It's like going out with the head cheerleader or the high school quarterback after meeting them at the 10-year reunion. Sure, they were popular and powerful once, but now all the credit cards are maxed out and they've got 2 kids from a previous marriage, Iraq and Afghanistan. So, you know, if I were the Wizard of Oz and I had the entire resources of the Emerald City, before I would have bought the obviously cost-prohibitive horse of a different color, I would have purchased a locking door or at least a dog-proof curtain. Another movie that doesn't always make sense to me is Back to the Future, where Michael J. Fox's character goes back in time and goes to prom with his own mother. Now, if I was Marty McFly's father and my wife suddenly produced a kid that looked exactly like the guy she went to prom with, my first thought would not be time travel. So, in the news, there was a woman from Georgia who had a kidney removed through her vagina. When asked, she said, it felt like getting a tooth pulled. I was right, they do have teeth. Hi, Mom. My stepbrother's here tonight. Everybody round of applause for Corey. He's a vegetarian and you know, definitely reminds me of a lot of the, you know, health concerns for it. I mean, I definitely see where he has a point. Tyrannosaurus Rex ate a lot of meat, and you don't see a lot of them around anymore. The meat I've been very good at not eating is pork. I share that with my Muslim friends, because in Islam, they don't eat pork. It all goes back to the legend of when Muhammad was transported by Allah, and Allah screened him the movie Babe. Because you can't eat bacon after watching that. I like the cops here in Madison, but it's often really tough to get their attention. Like, if you're ever in a crowded alleyway, here's what I would suggest. Don't shout murder. Don't shout robbery. Shout, they're putting on a hip-hop show. And they'll get an entire SWAT team over there in no time flat.